Hello, friends, to the channel Mystery Unfolded. Today we have one guest with us, Mr. Oxygen, and Mr. Oxygen, wants to talk to you. So, just I'm handing over the platform to Mr. Oxygen. Hey, friends, I'm Mr. Oxygen. You talk about me in your chemistry class, in your biology class, while talking about environment, everywhere you talk about me. Today, just I will, as it is biology class, so just I will try to search and I will take to you to a tour how I reach to cell. Oh, I forgot to introduce my counterpart, Mr. Carbon Dioxide. Yeah, don't worry, Mr. Carbon Dioxide. I will take you also with me. As me and you are always related to each other, no? So, friends, actually, this is true. In cellular biology, me and carbon dioxide, although don't remain together, but our actions are related to each other. We depend upon each other. So, wherever we will go together. So, here I will talk about my way to the cell and carbon dioxide. Yes, he will talk is from the cell. Yeah. So let's begin. Ah, so you breathe in and breathe out. When you breathe in, you take me inside you with air. Yeah. I enter in you through your nostrils, trachea, and rushes to the alveoli. This is my place to get stored. Yeah. So I fill the alveoli. The air fills with the alveoli, and the air, as you know, has more oxygen. So these are alveoli. And see how the nature has designed. The alveoli remain lined by or covered by these blood vessels. Okay, see here clearly. Okay, we see these are the blood vessels and these are alveoli inside which I am present. I, I get filled. Yeah. Now see here you can see clearly these red are arteries or the vein or the vessels having oxygenated blood, and blue color, you know, it denotes deoxygenated blood. So both type of vessels remain surround the alveoli. Okay, so let's talk what happens me when I get filled into alveoli. I won't remain there. Why to remain there? I have to travel. So from there, just I rushes to blood vessels, and Mr. Carbon Dioxide, which is already present in blood vessel, comes to alveoli. Yeah, because now it wants to say Mr. Carbon Dioxide wants to say the external environment, what is around us, and I go inside to see the internal environment. Yes, I come into the blood vessels. Okay, what we are asking that how what helps me to move in blood vessels? Okay, now listen. As you inhale, in the air inhale, my percentage is more. So the pressure of mine is more in alveoli. Okay, so as the pressure of mine is more in alveoli, and in comparison to the blood vessels, I can rush easily to blood vessels. As your my physics teacher might have told you that materials moves from high pressure to low pressure or high concentration to low concentration. So same thing happens with me. As my pressure is more in alveolar sacs, I move to blood capillaries. And carbon dioxide has also the same thing. So Mr. Carbon dioxide has more pressure in blood vessels, so it moves to alveolus. So this helps us to move from alveolus to blood vessels, and carbon dioxide to from blood vessel to alveolus. So this is how our movement is governed. Now I am oxygen. So when I enter blood vessel, I can't remain free. If I will be free, I am too angry. I will burn everything. Your chemistry teacher might have told you, which you use the word oxidation. Yeah, if I am there, I will burn everything. So to prevent this and to make my tour successful, my friend hemoglobin is there. Okay, hemoglobin, which is an iron and is present in RBC, means red blood cell. So hemoglobin extends its hand and I join hand with hemoglobin. Yeah, oxygen and hemoglobin. And with hemoglobin, I form oxyhemoglobin complex. Okay, here you can see this is hemoglobin, this is me, and this is oxyhemoglobin complex. So now I am calm. I am not going to destroy anything, I am not going to burn anything. So now easily, calmly, I flow with the blood and other things, whatever in the blood, to tissues. And when I reach tissue, what happens? The cells demand oxygen. They are asking for, give me oxygen. They're asking me, they are inviting me, come, 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 come. The pressure of you is less here in cells, and we need you. So hemoglobin leaves me, and I enter into tissues, because here is my food, glucose, which ultimately I will burn and will get and will release energy for you. So this is how I enter into blood vessels. And carbon dioxide, yeah, carbon dioxide is already there in tissues due to by carbon dioxide is already in tissue, as it has been formed by the process of respiration. So as its pressure is more here and I enter here, so carbon dioxide can't tolerate me, so just it moves to blood vessels, and here it combines with water of blood, which is already present in plasma, and forms carbonic anhydrase or carbonic acid, and then it flows with blood to lungs, towards lungs. Yeah, so this is how, again, when it reaches near alveoli, it moves to alveoli and moves out. And me, again, another form, another uh, in another cycle, I come into the alveoli, and again I start my travel to cell. So this is how my movement takes place. I think you might have enjoyed my journey. So bye bye. Okay, so this is what oxygen has told. Thank you, Mr. Oxygen, and thank you, Mr. Carbon Dioxide, for remaining quiet and giving oxygen chance to speak up. Thank you. So now their route, their journey, we can summarize also. So here are the points this week you can write. Okay, read and write. The inhaled air has more concentration of oxygen in comparison to the blood capillaries. Hence, oxygen diffuses in blood from alveoli and combines with hemoglobin to form oxyhemoglobin complex. And some oxygen also dissolves in plasma. Now, this oxygenated blood flows in blood vessels and carried to tissues. When this oxygenated blood reaches to tissue, the oxyhemoglobin complex breaks and releases oxygen, as the concentration of oxygen is less in tissues in comparison to blood vessels. And this oxygen enters or moves in tissues to oxidize glucose. And as a result of oxidation of glucose, carbon dioxide is produced. So in the root of carbon dioxide, what we will see? In tissue, carbon dioxide is formed as a result of respiration. So concentration of carbon dioxide is more here in comparison to blood vessels present around tissue. Hence, carbon dioxide moves in blood. In blood, carbon dioxide combines with H2 of plasma and forms carbonic acid. Now, blood having carbonic acid reaches to alveoli and it passes through heart. In alveolus, concentration of carbon dioxide less in comparison to blood. Hence, carbon dioxide diffuses in alveolus and breathed out or exhaled out by the process of exhalation. So, this is how carbon dioxide and oxygen travels inside our body and reaches to each tissue and moves from each tissue. So, this, but in this travel here you can see the summary also. Okay, how the gaseous exchange is taking place. This will help you. This diagram will help you. Okay, but in this travel, the blood, as it is being carried by blood vessels, so blood vessel is not directly reaching to the tissues. It is taking a path, and it is also a mystery. It is also an interesting path, and that we will study in our next topic, and that is transportation. So what is coming up next? Transportation in living organism. So wait for that, and thank you.